Okay, let's get this. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat, okay? Let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat. Okay, yay, great. Woo. Babe, I'm looking for a mask. My mask. All right, we're about to start, y'all. We're about to start. We're about to start. Hey, y'all, hey. Let's load this music. I'm glad y'all can hear me. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to the live. Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Yancy, and today we are in my DIY greenhouse, aka my dining room. All right, so we have a lot of big things going on. It's about to be garden season in 2 weeks. I will be transplanting things outdoors. Okay, maybe in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, I will be transplanting a lot of these things outdoors. In 2 weeks, I will be hardening off my plants. So as you guys can see, today we are going to be uppotting some tomatoes. I have over 72 tomatoes, probably possibly 100 tomatoes that I need to uppot, and much more. I have to uppot all of my melons that I started with you guys. I know you guys saw the video, the past couple of videos that I did, which was starting the tomato seeds and then starting all my melons. So we are going to be uppotting them tonight. I'm starting off with the tomatoes, and then maybe tomorrow, and then moving forward we'll do the rest depending on how today goes. So welcome, welcome, welcome. That's what we'll be doing today, and then we'll be having some garden chat as well. I have some important announcements to make. Okay. Also, if you're just now joining us, please go ahead and let us know where you're watching from in the comments, in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what zone, what garden zone you're in, and let us know if you're coming to the garden workshop. Okay, a few of you will be attending the garden workshop. I've seen some purchases from some of you guys from the channel, and I cannot wait to meet y'all. All of my peoples in the DMV area, shout out to you guys. I can't wait to see y'all. Y'all gonna have a grandiose time. Okay, we are going to have a time. I have a ton of plants for you guys to choose from to actually plant, so we're going to go more into that as we get started. But we're also there's also a special announcement I want to make to you guys, especially for you guys that are coming to the garden workshop. Okay, and then last thing, if you have not joined the giveaway, me and Vigo Garden partnered together to do a Mother's Day giveaway for you guys, and 1 or 2 or 3 of you guys will win a Mother's Day gift from Vigo Garden. It's going to be a raised bed, something along the line of helping you in the garden. Okay, so if you have not joined the giveaway and you want to join the giveaway, the last day to join the giveaway is on Sunday, because I will be announcing the winner or winners next Wednesday. So hurry up and join a giveaway so you could possibly get your hands on some Vigo Garden products, which are quality, okay? And the only way that you can join this giveaway is by following the instructions that I have laid out. You can go to my Instagram page at msyancynetwork, and you will be able to follow. You can follow the steps on how to join a giveaway. I really want a lot of you guys to join a giveaway because it's Mother's Day. Bless somebody in your family. Bless your mom. Bless yourself. Bless your wife, your girlfriend, whoever that's a mother that's special to you in your life that you would like to celebrate. Vigo Guardian and I have partnered together to celebrate one of you guys in that special way. So I really hope you guys join it. I already know quite a few of you have joined the giveaway. So if more of you guys would like to join it, the best way to do it is to go on my Instagram, follow the instruction. You must follow the instruction. I will be checking to see if you guys follow the instructions, and then I will enter you into the giveaway. It is going to be chosen randomly, and I will be using a random, I forgot what it's called, but I'll probably do it with you guys live. As a matter of fact, I will be announcing the winner live on YouTube next week, Wednesday. That's when we'll choose who is going to win, and we'll do it live together so y'all can see that it's fair and square. Okay? All right, Cleveland in the house. Cleveland in the house. Okay, shout out to you. Shout out to you. And then so y'all got it? If you trying to give away, if y'all want to join a giveaway, that's the best thing to do. And then before I start, remember my gardening workshop, my in-person gardening workshop is on May 17th. And if you would like to attend the gardening workshop, you have to hurry up and get those tickets. It is limited seating and we are getting purchases. And right now, I have an early bird discount going on. So you might want to hurry up and get those tickets because the early bird discount is going to end on Sunday, I believe. I'm not sure. I need to check on there to see when it ends, but I think it's this weekend. So if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, hurry up so you can get those early bird discounts. And if you're bringing somebody with you, you automatically get a discount anyway. The tickets are much cheaper if you're coming in pairs, which I hope you do come in pairs. Even though you can come by yourself, it's still going to be fun. You'll have a good time. But, you know, bring a friend. Let them have a good time too so that they can grow their own food, okay? So remember those things, all right? So now that we've gotten all of the housekeeping stuff out of the way, shout out to everybody that's on here tonight. This was a random live. We're going to be doing a bunch of these random lives in the upcoming days because I got a bunch of stuff that I need to do. And I may not be able to film like a whole video. So consider this a video. Okay. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Planning with Gigi. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Queenie Girl. Hey, Donzel. Welcome. Thanks for being on here with us tonight. Okay. All right, let's get started, y'all. So first thing first, in uppotting our tomatoes, we are going to prep our soil. I am using like potting seed starting soil. Y'all know I make my own, so I'm about to add some of the ingredients right here right now. Y'all gonna see how I do it live. Y'all gonna see all of the things that I add. Y'all know I use cocoa coir as the base of my seed starting mix, and I already have it in here. I'm going to wear my mask when I'm doing this because we don't want all of that stuff coming in there. Good evening. So we already have our cocoa coir in here. I soaked it in water already. Okay. I do need to add more water to this. I'm about to bring you guys closer so y'all can see what I'm doing. And then we are going to add all the other ingredients. Okay. Let me wear my mask. You should be wearing a mask when you're doing this because, you know, you don't want all of these like dust particles and stuff like that. You don't want to inhale all that stuff. Alrighty, let me bring y'all a little closer so y'all can see how I'm doing this. Alright, so this is my cocoa coir, y'all. Alright. I put it in. I think this is about 3 or 4 blocks. So this is what the coca core looks like. All right, this is what the coca core. That's how it comes. You soak it in some water for a few minutes. It expands, and then you mix it all up together. I already have some soil in here, so I'm just gonna make sure that they're all mixed very well. If you're just now joining us, do not forget to let us know where you're watching from. Okay? Do not forget to let us know where you're watching from in the comments. Can y'all believe, like, tomorrow is May 1st? Like, what in the world? I cannot believe the gardening workshop is in 18 days. Wow. I cannot wait to see y'all. Alrighty. So now that I got that mixed, we're gonna add some perlite in there. Okay? We're gonna add some perlite. We got our perlite in here. I feel like I need to add more. We're gonna add some vermiculite. Now, when you're measuring this, it's when you're measuring this, it's 2 parts of the base, which is the cocoa core, and then equal parts of everything else. Y'all see all this dust? That's why we wear a mask. It is dusty. All right. So now we have our vermiculite in there. Now we're gonna, last part we're gonna add is our worm casting. Shout out to the late night crew. If you're joining us, let us know where you're watching from. Shout out to our late night crew. Let us know where you're watching from in the comments. Y'all see my worm castings? Got this from Costco. I know y'all like, dang girl, that's a lot. It's not. You can never give your soil too much worm castings. It's a natural fertilizer. Alrighty, now we're gonna stir it all up. Philly in the house. Y'all continue to let us know where you're watching from. Don't forget to like the stream, y'all. Like the stream. Thank you. Now we're gonna stir this baby all up. Mix it real well. Make sure you get all the way at the bottom, because you know they be clumping up. Don't be scared to get your hands dirty. If you come into my garden workshop in Maryland on May 17th, you're going to get your hands dirty just like this. Because you're going to be planting your own plants. All I'm going to do is provide the materials, and you're going to get your own hands dirty and plant it yourself in a container I'm going to provide. So I hope y'all ready. I'm going to have y'all getting your soil together. You're going to learn a lot. Okay. And make sure when you're doing this, wear something you don't mind getting dirty. And this right here is how your soil should look when you're starting your seeds and when you're up potting. You can use potting mix, but just remember to try to sift out some of the wood chips. But this is what your soil should look like. See? Your soil should look very light and airy, just like that. Also, you don't see no wood chips. And you want your soil to be moist, but not super wet. See, I'm squeezing it, and you don't see any water dropping out of it. Squeeze it, no water dropping out. You want your soil to be wet like a wrung out sponge, okay? All right, we got our soil together. Now let's get started. If you're just now joining us, let us know where you're watching from in the comments, okay? Where are you watching from? Okay. I don't know what's the point of me wearing gloves. I got the soil all up in here. Here's our tomatoes. Let me load this music. Because we about to get started. Whoo, child. How many different pepper varieties are you growing this year? About 28. About 28. All right. So y'all know we need our labels. Let me get our labels together. How are you guys doing? Happy Thursday. Oh my goodness. Happy Friday Eve. Turn up, turn up. Happy Friday Eve. Hey, Miss Yancy. And good evening. Good evening. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, y'all. Let us know where y'all watching from. Like the stream, okay? Let me, I need to get our labels. And then labels and our cuts and all of the things. Okay. I hope I have more labels, child. I think that's something I need to buy. I need to buy more labels. Do I have some in here? We're gonna have to use what we got. All right. Let me get our other labels. Our scissors. Where's my scissors? Oh, I see it. All right, y'all. So I need to go and get more of those trays from Home Depot and Lowe's. You know, the trays that I put all of my seedlings in when I put them in a cup. I need to go get more of those because I finished all of them. But I'm going to be using this aluminum pan, which is what I usually use anyway because it makes it easy to water. And I use this whenever like the plants starts to get like super big and they're still in the house and they still need some lighting. I use these pans and just, you know, place the cups in there, and then I water it from the bottom. Or if I water it from the top, at least I know, you know, it's capturing it. So these pans are extremely useful. All right. Hey, 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 y'all, hey. I'm so happy you guys are on here with me tonight. Thanks for joining me. I know it's kind of late, so I understand some of you guys got to go. I totally get it. This was a little late, but you know, I got to do it around this time because I got to put my kids to bed, okay? All right, let me uh, give you guys the link to my garden workshop really quickly, just in case if you're in the DMV area and you would like to join us at this workshop. Okay, let me put it in the chat and then we're gonna get started. I use the cheap $25. 1 second, let's see if I use the cheap 125 liter box for my trays. They work great. Hey, whatever works for you. So these aluminum pans, they're not pans that I like, excuse me, they're not like pans that I purchased for this. These are like used pans. We have a lot of like parties and events and things like that, and I don't throw them away. I always repurpose them. So use whatever works for you. I have to up hot tomatoes this weekend. Yes. What zone are you in? All right, let me put this in here really quickly. I am going to pin the garden workshop link for some of you guys because I know quite a few of you guys were saying that you wanted to attend the workshop. I just wanted to let you guys know that the early bird tickets are going to be gone very soon. So I want y'all to take advantage of that. So that's why I just wanted to pin that in here. All right, so now we can get started. Okay, The link is also in the description, just in case you are if you're part of the replay gang. The link is also in the description of this live, okay? All right, let's get started, y'all. I got soil all up in my gloves. But yes, y'all, I have so many things. So y'all know how this year my peppers, I started them late and I did not treat them with care the way I should have. Not with care, I won't say with care, but yeah, I kind of neglected them. So they're still kind of tiny. They're still really, really tiny, actually. So I have a gardening friend where we trade plants. Like, she's like my garden buddy. And I grow certain things that she doesn't grow. She grows certain things that I don't grow. And then we trade and things like that. So I will be getting a ton of peppers from her. Her peppers, she said she kind of struggled with the peppers this year too, but hers is further along than mine, and they look really good. Like, they're at a really good size, and I want to give you guys like really good size plants to take home with you, like well established plants. So I will be getting a lot of the peppers from her. For some of you guys that want to grow peppers at a garden workshop, you'll be having some beautiful pepper plants, and she grow a lot of exotic type of peppers. So I'm really excited to bring that to y'all. So, and this, by at the end of May, come June, I'm gonna have hundreds of peppers that I need to get rid of, aka sell, whatever the case may be, because the weather is gonna be good. So those plants are gonna double in size, the ones that I'm growing. So I need to figure out creative ways to get rid of them, or find a way to be able to ship it to you guys, because a lot of you guys are saying that you prefer to like have the plant shipped for you guys that don't want to like buy the seeds or start seeds. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna find a way to see how I can ship plants to y'all. Then I might put it in my store, because I will have hundreds in June. Alrighty, let me show you guys how to pot our tomatoes. Zone 8B, Texas. Ooh, y'all got the good weather. Nisha said be a little late, but 8A, a little late, but our weather has been crazy this year. 90s in March, but back to lows in the 30s last week. That's exactly what's been happening here in Maryland, and I think that's why my peppers are stunted. Like, the weather has been incredibly crazy. It's always been crazy every year. I tell you guys, the weather here in the DMV is bipolar, but this year was especially really bad with the weather. It was really, really bad, because my friend that I told you guys, my gardening friend that grows peppers and things like that, she only grows peppers, and she said like it's been really tough, and she has a farm, so she has like a small farm, and she said it's been really tough on her this year as well, like because of the temps and stuff. So I don't know what it is about this year, but this year the pepper queen was like is gonna be a late pepper queen, okay? Because like, I don't know, it's definitely something with the weather. Like, this year was not a good year. This year was not a good year for peppers, but they're still gonna do well, once the weather get going and it's consistently like have the same temps and things like that, instead of these bipolar temps. They're gonna be fine, but it's just, man, like, from February till now, the weather has been really crazy. Like, like Nisha said, like it's been like 1 week it was like 90s, 80s, and 90s, and then the following week it was like below 50 degrees, even dropped down to like 30, which is insane. And I have like lemon tree. I have a lemon tree, and I have my bitter leaf tree that I grew. I grow them in container, and then I transfer it outside during like spring. Like, around this time is when I would put it outside. And I've been having to bring it inside because the weather has been so inconsistent. Like, it has been so inconsistent. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the water. I don't know what's going on, but something's definitely going on. Something is definitely going on. Hello, Miss Yancy. Hey, Maureen. I miss you, girl. How you doing? Um, I use the soaking method you suggested, but with small medicine cups, and my peppers are huge now. Okay. So for those of you guys that have that, because I know a lot of y'all that follow my method, your peppers are good, and I am so happy for y'all. But I'm low-key jealous. But overall, I'm so happy for y'all. You know, because peppers are one of those things that it can be really tricky, and it take a really long time to like really get going. So if you have the opportunity for them to do well, I'm so happy for y'all. Like so happy. I am so happy. So if your peppers are huge now, you might have to up pot them until it's time for it to go in the garden. Now, my girl Vanessa, where lives out here in the DMV area, and you asked me, can you plant things like tomatoes and things like that out right now? Absolutely not. You see how the weather has been very inconsistent. Things like heat loving plants like tomatoes, peppers, squashes, anything that's heat loving, they will not do well. They will not do well. They will not do well in this temperature, even though like one day may be 90 degrees or 80 and stuff like that. But you want to wait till like around Mother's Day to actually start, you know, playing with those plants or taking them outside, because you just don't want to regret it. And then also you want to harden your plants before you even put them outside. So if the weather are nice, like on the days where the weather are nice, start to harden them, take them outside for a few hours a day, and then bring them back inside of your house, because during the night the temps are going to drop. So, and that's not, and we don't want that, okay? So bring them back inside during the night and do that. You can do that. I would say the next 2 weeks you should harden your plants, take them out during the day for a few hours, bring them out, bring them back in at night. I know it's a lot of work, but trust me, you are conditioning your plants to be strong and healthy when they go out there. When you finally transplant them, you're not going to have any issues with them dying or having weak stems or anything like that, because you have already conditioned them to the outdoors weather. Okay? So, Vanessa, just harden your plants, but do not transplant them. Do not put them out to actually stay outside, because the weather right now is too inconsistent. Try to hold your heart and wait till Mother's Day week. You know, maybe the week leading up to Mother's Day, look at the temp, like the lows during that week. I think the week leading up to Mother's Day is next week. Look at the temps, look at the low temps. If you still see like temperatures below 50 degrees on the lows, bring those babies back inside. So you can totally use next week to harden during the day, and then bring them back inside the house at nighttime so they don't die. So by, let's say, Mother's Day and on, you could actually transplant them into the ground. Weather is still trying to figure itself out. Tell me about it. That's how it is over here right now. I did put them in half-gallon pots. First year gardening is real. So really appreciate the info. Oh, you're so welcome, Misha. And I hope I'm saying your name right. You're so welcome. So welcome. But yes, for those of y'all that have inconsistent weather like us over here in the DMV area, try to hold your heart. I know it can be, you can get impatient because maybe your plants are super big, like how mine was last year. I had 2 feet tomato plants in my house, and it was so like it was very exhausting. There was no space. I had a whole jungle in here. I will post some videos from last year this coming weekend, so y'all can see what it was looking like in my house and what it typically looks like in my house during this time of the year. This year, I didn't do too much. Like, I was very lackadaisical when it came to like my seed starting and planting and everything. Like, this year, I just wanted it to not be overwhelming, because even though last year I had a great like seed starting and all those things last year, it became extremely overwhelming for me because it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, and then I started to feel a little bit of burnout, and that's not how I want to feel gardening. I started gardening to help with my mental health, and I do it because of I want to enjoy it. This is my place of peace, serenity, and relaxation, and I don't want to take that away. I don't want to lose the purpose of me gardening. And last year I didn't lose it, but it became so overwhelming, and I was just tired out. And I'm like, I'm not doing this to myself anymore. Like, I'm not doing this to myself anymore. So this year, I think with that mindset coming into this year, with that mindset this garden season, I think I was overly relaxed. I need to find a balance between, you know, being relaxed and still enjoying being doing my gardening, while also making sure I'm not burning myself out and doing too much. But this year I was too relaxed, okay, and now I'm like scrambling pretty much. But one thing I do know is that oh, okay. One thing I do know about gardening, it takes a lot of patience when it comes to growing anything anyway. So that was one of the things I would say gardening taught me, was like learning patience. Because like, if what's happening to me this year with my peppers and how I basically went about things, in my first year I would have been panicking and feeling like a failure. But I don't feel like a failure because, you know, gardening is something that you literally have to have a lot of patience for. And when I say having patience, because everything takes time. Like if you want greatness in your gardening, you have to understand that it's going to take some time for you to achieve that greatness. So it's like, you know, like it may not be how it was for me last year, this year, but I I understand that like it's not too late, and it's still going to be great. Like watch June, no, watch like July, August come. Y'all gonna be seeing me prancing in my garden. Y'all not gonna realize that like how much of a failure the seed starting season was for me. And like I said, I don't want to call it a failure. It's just, you know, I over relaxed, and so I need to find a balance for myself. Um, For some of you guys that are just now joining, let us know where you're watching from in the comments, okay? Let us know where you're watching from in the comments. And if you are in the DMV area, I am having a hands-on garden workshop, okay? Where you will be planting all of the things, okay, not all of the things. You will be selecting from all of the things that I am planting this year, like peppers, tomatoes, melons, all of the things. I'm even going to bring my champagne raspberry. I'm gonna bring some what is it, ever bearing strawberries for you guys as well. And so y'all gonna have like a lot of things to select from that you want to plant, and I will be giving you guys like step-by-step instruction on basically how to make sure that it is successful during the season, so you can have a successful harvest. I'm gonna give you guys a ton of information. Like, I give you guys a lot of information on here on this channel, but you're gonna have it in person with me, where you're going to be able to ask me direct questions, and I'm also going to give you guys much more information. So for some of you guys that don't live in the area, I know y'all like, oh, I wish, you know, I could have that class or whatever. I will be doing a virtual gardening workshop as well after the in-person one. Right now I'm focused on the in-person one, so after that one I'm probably going to be planning the virtual one for the beginning of June, so stay tuned for that information. But for right now, I'm doing an in-person one here in the DMV area in Maryland near the BWI airport. So if you live in the area, come through, okay? I look forward to seeing you. Um, Come through. Come through. Oh yeah, and then I do have the tickets are on sale right now, and I have like an early bird discount. So if you're thinking about coming, don't waste any time. The early bird tickets are about to go there. I have like a limited amount for early bird tickets, and I just want y'all to know that the price reflects all of the products that all of the materials that we will be using for the workshop, like the soil, because I will be providing the soil, the container that you'll be growing it in, fertilizers. Literally, I'll be providing everything that you need, and it's not going to be small containers. They're going to be decent sized containers that your plant can actually grow in the entire season, unless you want to transfer it to something much larger. But it's going to be a good enough size for you to actually bear some fruits or veggies. Okay, the link is in the description of this video, and it's also pinned is a pinned comment on here as well. I can't wait to get all of these plants outside my house. Look like a jungle. Can't plant outside till Memorial Day weekend. Oh yeah, because you're in a colder zone. Just hang in there. Hang in there, Queenie. I know, like, you can't wait. It's like you want to get your space back in your house. You want to get that space back. Let me tell y'all, my husband cannot wait for all of these things to go outside. He cannot wait for them to go outside because then he gets his dining room back. They get to use the dining room again. It's like he cannot, when he's counting the days when I take these things outside to harden. Because usually I would take it outside to harden for like a week. So, they spend a week outside before I put them in the ground. And I'm going to start hardening them next week. Because the temps in the daytime is going to be like a good amount. And he cannot wait. All right. Plenty with Gigi said, wish I could be there for the champagne raspberry cuttings. Yep, I'm going to have those raspberries in there as well. And they taste so good, y'all. Oh my gosh. I think I have a video to show y'all what it looks like. So I propagated them. The ones that I'm going to bring to the workshop, they were cuttings that I did from my original plant because it was just getting out of control. So I cut them and then I propagated them and I have them in containers right now. Now the original bush that I cut them from, y'all, I wish I recorded when I cut them so y'all could see what it looked like. They have grown, the bush has gotten much bigger. I was like, whoa. I was cutting them down because they were so big. Now it looked like it gotten bigger. But that's why it's really good to propagate your plants at the end of the season because when they come back, it comes more. I see a ton of raspberries on them. I need to watch them so that as soon as they get ripe, I pick them right away because I know those squirrels and the birds, they're going to have a time in my garden with that raspberry plant. They are going to have a time. All right. Let's get started. Okay, so let me give y'all some facts about tomatoes, okay? When you are up-potting them. When you're up-potting tomatoes, first of all, let's see, which one is this? Jubilee. Okay, so this is the Jubilee. So when you're up-potting tomatoes, right? First of all, this is how they look right now. They are getting their true leaves. Tomatoes grow extremely fast, so these things are going to probably double their size by next week. When you are up-potting tomatoes, let me show y'all. First of all, you want to squeeze, if you're using, this is like the 72 cell seedling tray that I use. And honestly, when you're up-potting your plants, I believe that you should wait till it completely dries out, like until like all the water dries out of the soil. I think it makes it easier to come out of the seedling tray. That's my opinion. You might think otherwise, but I think that when the soil is wet, it makes it harder for it to come. Like you see how the soil is wet because they've been watered, and if it was dry, all of the soil that was attached to it will come out together. But anyway, let me show y'all something, okay? When you're planting tomato seedlings, when you're transplanting, or even when you're planting them in the ground, when you're transplanting them or up-potting them, plant it as deep as possible. So if you look at the tomato stems, y'all see these stems right here, the tomato stem, I don't know how clear it is on the camera, but you'll see that like it's like a little fuzzy. You'll see like these little fuzz on the tomato seedlings. You'll see on the stem like these little fuzz on there. All of that is going to root. They turn to root. So when you are transplanting or when you're up-potting your tomatoes, you want to up-pot them as deep as possible. So I am going to put the tomatoes all the way up to here, the soil. I'm going to put it deep in the soil all the way up to here. The only part that's going to be remaining are like the leaves and probably like a little bit of the stem above the soil, just so the leaves don't touch the soil because their leaves don't like to be wet. So just plant it as deep as you can without the leaves touching the soil. Now, when you're transplanting into the garden, you know, you're transplanting like a huge plant, right? Maybe like a 1 foot plant. I don't know how big your tomatoes are going to get. When you're transplanting into the ground, you're going to remove. So let's say you have the whole stem of the tomato, and I will make videos when it's time to transplant. I have videos already, but for some of you guys that want, you know, up to date information, when you're transplanting, you know, when the tomatoes are big, some of y'all probably have big tomatoes right now, and they have leaves like going down the stem. When it's time to transplant or even up high, remove the leaves off of the bottom and just keep the leaves as, maybe keep about 3 to 4 leaves on the tomatoes. Remove every other leaf and then plant it as deep down in the soil as you can. If the tomato, when it's time to transplant and the tomatoes are too long and you cannot dig as deep as you would like, lay it on the side like this. So when you go into your garden or in your container, whatever, and the plant and the tomatoes are like super long, you're going to lay it down, dig a hole, lay it down, and you're going to plant it sideways with the leaves still sitting at the top. Because remember, the tomato stems, they're going to root. The reason why you want to plant your tomatoes as deep as possible, you're giving your tomatoes extra, the opportunity to create not only extra tomato plants, like they're going to shoot up more, they're going to grow more seedlings if you plant it this way, but also you're strengthening the plant of the tomato, because those are all the roots that's establishing in the ground. You're giving your tomato the opportunity to grow I would say triple the amount that it will normally grow because of the root system. It's like you're giving your tomato that great root system, or you know, that strong, you're helping your tomato have like that strong root system, so when it grows, you're going to have a very healthy tomato plant. You're going to have twice the harvest that you normally would if you just planted it, you know, anyhow. So whenever you're planting tomatoes, try to plant it as deep as possible. You're helping that tomato be as strong as possible and giving you like that healthy and bountiful harvest. Okay, so that's the trick when you are planting your tomatoes. Yes, hit that like button. Hit that like button, all right? So I'm going to dig a hole in here as deep as possible. Okay. Where did I go? Where did it go? Oh. And then I'm going to put that all the way in here. And your tomatoes are going to love being planted deep, because one thing about tomatoes, they want to produce, they want to grow. A strong tomato root system is going to give you a bountiful harvest and a long growing season. Okay? Here you go. See how deep that is? Just a little bit of stem is above, because we don't want the tomato leaves touching the soil. Because just in case if I water from the top, tomato leaves do not like to be wet. So even when you're watering your plants, the tomato leaves do not like to be wet at all. Also, another tip, after you transplant or uppot your tomatoes, let me show y'all what tomato loves to be watered with. Okay, let me show y'all. Y'all see this? This is my banana water, and this has been fermenting in here for a couple of days. Y'all see the fermentation at the top, it's like bubbling. And if you guys are ever doing this, if you have like those gallon buckets from like Home Depot, those gallon paint buckets, you can use those, fill it up with water, and put like a couple of banana peels in there, or you can use any container you have at home. Just make sure that you're not closing it tight. Just leave it slightly ajar, because the gas in there can make this whole thing explode. Like, it expands while it's in the plastic. So just make sure you're not closing it tightly, because when you go to open it, it's going to explode. Don't ask me how I knew. Don't ask me how I know. Just know that I learned my lesson, okay? So this is literally how I keep it. I don't even turn it tightly. I just keep it, a little close. But anyway, tomatoes love potassium. They love bananas. They love the banana leaves. They love the banana peels. Everything that comes from the banana, tomatoes love it. They thrive on it. They're going to grow. Okay, so literally, this is your own DIY uh, fertilizer. Make sure you wash the banana peels, because all that chemicals and things like that they spray on it before it gets to us. Y'all know they're spraying stuff on that stuff. So just make sure you wash your bananas when you bring them home, and then put it inside a jar of water. And this is what I've been using since I started gardening. I've been using this for all of my indoor seedlings during growing season. Peppers love these too, so absolutely give it to them. Peppers also love magnesium, so make sure if your pepper plants are looking sad and the leaves are starting to turn yellow or anything like that, as long as it's not because of the over watering, you could add some Epsom salt in there. Epsom salt has magnesium, and peppers love it. Okay, so when you're doing your peppers, do Epsom salt and banana water. For tomatoes, banana water. And this is for the seedlings. Of course, you can use this outdoors, but tomatoes are probably going to need much more to feed on. They don't just only need this. You're going to need other fertilizers if you're growing in containers or raised beds. But if you're growing in ground, you probably don't have to do much, okay? Because all of the nutrients should be coming from the ground if you have good soil in the ground, okay? But that's my little fun fact, tomato fun fact. Oh, thank you so much, Helena. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And for some of you guys that are wondering, I still have seeds in my Etsy store. Yes, you can still start some of those seeds now. I don't know what zone you're in, but if you are just now starting um, pepper seeds, you might want to go purchase some, okay? You might want to go purchase some from your local nursery or a local farmer. Support those people, okay? Unless you don't have those people in your area, then you got to do what you got to do. But I would suggest that I still have pepper seeds and stuff like that. Yes, you could still start them right now, but just know you're going to have your harvest is going to possibly be pushed back because of how long it takes for peppers to start. But I still have those seeds in my store if you guys are interested. And I also have some rainbow tomatoes in my store as well, amongst other things. Oh, thank you for the information on banana water and not to tighten the lid. Please don't. Like, that is literally creating a BOMB, okay? Like, that's a whole missile. Peppers take banana and Epsom water or just Epsom water. It could take both. So Epsom salt is when the peppers are lacking magnesium. When you start to see if your peppers start to look when your peppers start to look sad, and the leaves start to like turn yellow or brown or whatever, and it starts to change colors, and you know for a fact it's not because you're over watering the plant. You have well drained soil, and because peppers don't like too much water either. Peppers really like dry soil. So if you know that everything else is good and you can't figure out why, if your peppers and is getting all the sunlight or grow lights and things like that, and it's still looking sad, it's because it's lacking magnesium. So you want to go ahead and put some Epsom salt in the water, and let it dissolve in the water, or you can just sprinkle the Epsom salt around the pepper plant and water it. It's going to dissolve into the soil. But yes, you can use both. But the Epsom salt is for when the peppers are looking sad. You don't have to wait for them to look sad to use it, but if they start looking sad, you know what is lacking. You are welcome. I think I'm gonna get a fork. Let me get some water. I need to get something to drink. But oh my gosh, y'all, I have to still clean my garden. I need to go find some people for the low to help me clean out my garden because it's a lot of work. If it doesn't rain this weekend, guess what I'm gonna be doing? Cleaning up my garden. And my garden workshop that I did last year, I created a vlog of the workshop. So I might be posting that this weekend. I might be posting that vlog this weekend. I love your info. Oh, thank you. You're welcome, guys. What about soil? What type? Hey, Angela. Are you saying what type of soil for you to use in your raised bed? If that's what you're asking about, for me, I use I get my soil from landscaping companies, and then I mix it with perlite, worm castings, and what is it called? Cow manure, or like the compost that I have that I've been composting throughout the year. If you don't have a huge garden and you don't need a landscaping company to buy, a lot of soil, because I use a landscaping company to buy my soil because I need a lot of soil. Um, I like the potting soil from Costco. I think it's Miracle Grow. I think it's a Miracle Grow potting soil. I don't really Miracle Grow is not my favorite, so don't take that with a grain of salt. But I don't mind it. I use it in a lot of my containers for some of my plants. So I don't mind those potting soil. If you're growing your food in containers, I suggest you get like potting soil because you need something that's still, that can drain well, and something that is not too, thick. Because topsoil, if you're going to be using topsoil, you just make sure you're adding some perlite and different things to aerate the soil. Because remember, if the soil is too thick and there isn't anything in there to aerate the soil, it's going to take a long time for your plant to grow because the roots don't have space or room to really grow because it's almost like clay in there. So just remember, if you're getting topsoil, you have to mix it with other things to aerate the soil. So I don't really have like a specific brand for you guys, but the Miracle Grow, the organic one, I don't know why it's organic. Okay, maybe I guess they don't put chemicals in that one. But I use the organic Miracle Grow. That's what I put in my potting in a lot of like my containers. If I'm not using what I just mentioned to y'all, because I mix my own soil. Hello. Oh, Angel. Why did I call you Angela? Uh, my basil looks a little wilted, and I'm not watering every day. The soil was dry, so I water it. I hope they perk up tomorrow. Yeah, you have to make sure you're watering, and all of your plants love potassium. Okay, so like your basil, whatever you have, you could use the same banana water to water them. But I just wanted y'all to know that things like tomatoes especially loves banana water. Like it thrives on banana water. Okay, but yes, water it and get it close to the light. Basil, things like basil are heat loving plants. They love the heat. So just get some heat on that baby. It should be fine. It should totally be fine. What is worm casting? Worm casting is worm poop. So when the worms poop in the soil, that's really castings is just a fancy, I guess, it is for castings, it's coming out of the worm. But that's essentially what worm castings is. And why do we use worm castings? Because you need worms in your soil. So when you're growing your food in the ground, in your raised bed, whatever, if you see worms anywhere, pick it up and put it in your soil, okay? Because your plants love worms. Worms add a lot of nutrients to the soil. It aerates the soil, and the poop that it produces is great fertilizer for the soil. A lot of people create their own worm castings because they have like worm farms and stuff, but I'm too grossed out. Like, I don't like worms. I don't like how they look. I don't like how they feel. I don't like looking or touching them. So I buy my worm castings. And for some of you guys that create your own worm castings and have worm farms, I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to get there. But yeah, essentially that's what worm casting is. Good night, Miss Yancy. I gotta get up at 3 a.m. Oh, good night, Queenie. I remember you was on here late night with me some time ago. Guess you gotta go to bed tonight. Okay, I'll catch you later. I might go live again tomorrow because we gotta up pop the melons and everything else. So we will be going live again tomorrow, possibly around the same time because y'all know I gotta wait till my kids go to bed. Okay. I'll see you later, Queenie. Have a good night. So these are tomatillo. I can't wait because I know in the tomatillo tomatoes is what like I think that's what Hispanics use in their salsas and stuff, right? I cannot wait, y'all. I love Spanish food, so I'm growing a lot of tomatoes. Uh, the kind of tomatoes that they use, and peppers like the poblanos and stuff that they use in their salsas and their foods. I just hope it's not too hot this summer so we can be able to grill outside, and I hope the mosquitoes don't come and attack me down to the ground. I need to figure something out with these mosquitoes, y'all. Have you ever used coffee water? I haven't, but I did hear that coffee is a good fertilizer as well. Coffee grounds, like the after it's been brewed, I heard it's great for the garden. Um, I heard that it's great to use in a garden to actually like sprinkle around your garden uh, for fertilizer. And I also heard that it's good for like plants and ants infestation, but I've never used it. But I heard it's good. I heard it's good. And I do have a Dunkin' Donut near me. So this year I'll look into it and see all of the benefits to the soil that coffee grinds add to it. And I'll go to the Dunkin' Donuts and ask them if they can give me their coffee grinds after they've been brewed. I heard that you could ask them and they wouldn't mind giving it to you. Um, I had to come inside from repotting. There was lace wigs swarming me. Yeah, it's that time of the year. We're about to start seeing a lot of bugs. I just wish we could skip like spring bugs. And for those of you guys that are growing any type of squashes or cucumbers, I hope y'all ready for those squash bugs. They're evil. I wish there was a way to like get rid of them without hurting the pollinators. And I don't know if you guys know, but I do not use pesticides in my garden. I do have what is that thing called? Is diatomaceous earth. I think that's what it's called. But I don't like using it because of the way they kill the bugs, and they can actually kill the pollinators, and we need the pollinators. I love my bees. I can't get rid of those. So I try not to use pesticide in my garden. I have 2 squash, 2 zucchinis, and 2 cucumbers. Ooh, you need to protect those babies, okay? Because the gangsters are coming out. The gangsters are coming out to play, honey. They are coming out to play. I feel like they just be sitting there waiting. They be watching us, do all of our hard work, planting our stuff, and then boom, as soon as you leave, they start laying their eggs and all that stuff. And that's why I don't like growing squashes and stuff. They attract way too many bugs. They attract way too many bugs. I can't wait to sit down and do a video so y'all can see everything. I already did a video showing you guys everything that I'm growing this year, but just so y'all can see everything that I have started from seed so far. Because I didn't start a lot of things from seed. A lot of them will be direct sown into the ground. And that was one of the things this year. This year I didn't do a lot of seed starting. What I really started the seeds of were things that take a while to grow. Let me see the time. 10:13. I might get off of here at 11 with you guys because it's getting late. I am going organic too. I'm doing the companion method. Yes. Companion plant all your stuff with herbs and flowers is going to help with the predators that want to come and eat your food. Yeah, I don't. In the beginning, so let me just tell you, I don't know if you've done organic gardening before without using any pesticides, but um, just so you know, in the beginning, those things will absolutely attack your plants. All the bugs, everything, even with you having like the herbs and flowers and everything around your plant, the bugs are still going to come. They're still going to attack your plant. Even if they look really bad, don't fret. Like, don't get discouraged. Everything will take care of itself. Like everything will work itself out. Like don't be scared. Like, oh my gosh, this thing is dying or whatever the case may be. Everything's gonna work itself out. Like, don't be scared. It's gonna look terrible in the beginning, but it's going to all sort itself out. That was something that I had to learn. Like, it looks like when the bugs come and start eating it up, it looks like really terrible. But all right, so y'all see how this one. So in each cell, I grew like more than one tomato seed. Some of them have 2 or 3 or whatever. So if you are like me and you did that and you're wondering how to separate them, try to get all of the soil off of the roots. Try to get as much soil off of the roots as possible. It's going to make it very easy to separate them like that. But if there's like still a lot of soil on it, it's going to be harder to separate, and then you might damage the roots, which is what you don't want. I have dill in a pot with cucumbers. I heard it's good combo to keep bugs away. Ooh, thanks for that tip. I don't eat dill, but I definitely grow it for the flowers because the butterflies love dill flowers. The pollinators love like the dill flowers. So I let the dill go to seed and it flowers when it goes to seed. And I just use it to attract the pollinators. I use it as a flower. as a pollinator attractant. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Man, I might start putting like 2 tomatoes in each cup because this is, I'm about to have a ton. I'm about to have, so all these tomatoes is going to be over 100 tomatoes in here. It look like it's not a lot, but it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot in here. Alright, so that was the tomatillo. Alrighty. So we just did tomatillo and then we did the Jubilee tomatoes. Let's see what's next. Oh, we still got more tomatillo. Oh my god, that's a lot of tomatillo. Okay, I'm about to put like 2 in each cup. I did not realize that this was all tomatillos. I got 2 rows. Yeah, I'm gonna put like 2 in each cup. Question, I was reporting a couple of tomatoes, repotting. What did I say reporting? A couple of tomato plants that are about 8 to 10 inches tall. Woo! I trimmed the lower branches. I stuck them in some water. Uh-huh. Will they root? Yes, they will. They will absolutely root. You know what? We'll just stick to put it in like a sunny location while it's sitting in water. I usually do that and I put it in like a water bottle. I put it like in a water bottle and put it like near your window, like a window sill or something. Put it like near some type of sunny location. It's going to root. It's going to root within 7 days or less. One thing about tomatoes, I told you guys the entire stem of the tomatoes is like a root. So if it's in soil or water, it's going to root. That was one of the things I loved about tomatoes. Before my love of growing peppers, tomatoes are my first love. Like I love growing tomatoes. They're so resilient. They want to live. They want to provide us with food. I use bottled water and put on my porch. Yep, it's going to root. It absolutely will root. And it tastes good too. Uh-huh. Angel said, I am in Texas. AB, I am done planting everything out. Thank God, except peppers, watermelon, and a few cucumbers. Ooh, okay. Good for you. You're so lucky. I envy people that live in warmer climates. If I live in a warmer climate, I won't know what to do with myself. Honestly, I might quit gardening because I will overwhelm myself with all the work I will give myself to do with trying to plant a whole bunch of stuff. If I had more space in my backyard and I lived in a warm climate, when I tell y'all would never catch me at a grocery store, I would have a whole farm. Like people that live in Florida, I really envy y'all because you can grow everything: mangoes, avocado, like all the things I love to eat. I stayed at an Airbnb in Florida. I think it was in Orlando. Was it Orlando or Hollywood? I can't remember. But I stayed in an Airbnb over there, and the people house that we stayed in, they had their neighbor had a mango tree, and the mango tree was over their side as well. When I tell y'all we brought some mangoes home, I brought some Florida mangoes home. I was so happy. I was so jealous. I was like, oh my God, I would love to live here. Because those are the things that I grew up with in my backyard. And I wish this cold Maryland climate could uh, have it. Let's see. I live in Florida, but we have had very little water where I live. Ah, it keeps going above us. What do you mean it has very little water? What does that mean? Like y'all don't get a lot of water, like rainwater? If you guys are just now joining us and you live in the DMV area, please do not forget my hands-on gardening workshop is on May 17th. And the early bird tickets are out right now. Hurry up and grab those because early bird will be going off very soon. And they are selling out fast, like the early bird tickets. But if you're bringing somebody with you, it's even cheaper. So you have like, if there are 2 or more people that's coming with you, the tickets are even cheaper. So check out the link that's pinned in the comments here or in the description of this video. And I hope I get to see you at the garden workshop. And then also the giveaway that we're doing with Vigo Gardening, it ends on Sunday. So if you would like to enter the giveaway, we will be giving away a raised bed and some other things for Mother's Day. Vigo Garden and I partner together to bless one of you guys with a raised bed or something of the sort for your garden. So make sure you join a giveaway so you could have a wonderful Mother's Day and gift yourself or somebody you love something special from Vigo Gardening, okay? And also, Vigo Gardening is on sale, y'all. They're on sale. Their Mother's Day sale. They're having like a 40% off, up to 40% off on their sale. So take advantage of that sale. And then they also give me a discount code if y'all are interested, okay? And that's MYNMD5. So on top of the 40% sale they have going on, you guys can get an additional discount using my discount code MYNMD5. Okay. Uh, Weird for us. We've gotten very little rain. Yeah. So that's the scary thing about what's going on with the climate right now is that it seems like every year we're getting less and less water, and it's extremely scary. And then all these data centers are being built everywhere, which takes a lot of our clean water. So it's really scary times for people like us that gardening. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We gonna have to figure something out with the water, cause like even with it being April, April showers is supposed to bring the May flowers, and I haven't seen any like it rained this April, but not a lot. Not a lot to bring the May flowers. Not in my opinion. Uh, Angel said you can have some of our rain. LOL, it's rain every day. I'm worried about my potatoes. Look, see, somebody is trying to sell us their rain. What we are lacking in something that they have abundance of. Enjoy that rain, man, because, come summer, do you have a rain barrel to collect some of that rainwater? So, come summer, you don't have to worry about rainwater. Man, do you have do you have a rain barrel? What we are lacking in, somebody has an abundance in. We're begging for rainwater. Somebody trying to give it away. Why do I have so many tomatillos, yo? I don't need all of this. The more weird part is 3 to 4 days every week for months will be very overcast, like it's going to rain and doesn't. That's literally how it is here in the DMV area. Um, for some of you guys that live in the DMV area, if you're um, watching with us, I need you to get up in this chat, okay? And let the people know what our weather is like here. Every day it looks gloomy, like we live in Washington, and then it doesn't rain. They will like predict that it's gonna rain on the weather app, and then it doesn't rain at all, which is so annoying. And then it just looks gloomy for no reason. I'm trying to convince my hubby. Yes, convince your hubby to get a rain barrel. It's very necessary. I'm going to actually start looking for a rain barrel because during the summer months it's very, very hot, and we don't get a lot of rain in the summer here. And it's like we have to like over water our plants and things like that. So this year I am trying to, what is this? This don't look like tomatoes at all. What in the world is this? So, in the summer here, we have like extremely warm summers. And it's like, I be wishing that we had a rain barrel so we don't have to waste so much water because, if you have a rain barrel and you have like an irrigation system, you could time it how long, it water your plants for, and then the water is going directly to the roots, so you're not wasting water where it's like going everywhere. So I really want one. I want more than one. But my plan this year is to use, if I don't get like a rain barrel, I'm gonna get like, those 5-gallon buckets and create like an irrigation system on each part of my garden and have the buckets watering, the plants. And that way, that's how I'm gonna try to save water that way. Mm, I have a 5-gallon bucket and a small fish pond, no fish. Okay, that's basically what you got going on is what I'm trying to have going on. Other than the Bible, this is priceless information about growing and preserving food. Bless you, lady. Oh, thank you so much, Jeffrey. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, like Washington. Yes, the gloomy Washington weather. Our water has high chlorine, so I try not to use it, especially on ceilings. Oh my gosh. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. It's like you can never win, I swear. You try to be healthy and grow your own food, but it's like everything is working against you. And then I don't understand how they say that we should actually be able to drink the tap water. Absolutely not. You gotta filter that baby or boil it. I cannot believe how much tomatillos I have. This is insane. Mm, why is the camera making a weird sound? I noticed on the other video too. I don't know what you're talking about. Those 5-gallon buckets are only $3 at Harbor Freight. Ooh, okay. If y'all have the store, we do have the store. I get last year I got some grow lights from Harbor Freight, and they were very cheap. And I talked about it a lot in my videos, and I made everybody go and buy it. Now the price has doubled. And I know it's because of my videos. I know it's because of my videos. J Vic, I don't know what you're talking about. What it sound like? Mm-hmm. So I used last year. I bought some shop lights from them to use it as grow lights because it had the right amount of lumens that your plant needs, and they were very cheap. Y'all know we try to garden on a budget here, you know, as much as we can, and I try not to gatekeep, but it seems like me trying not to gatekeep is working against us because now everybody will go rush and buy it, and then the price start doubling. So I don't know. I try to go there this year to get more of those lights, and the price actually doubled. I can't believe that the price doubled, and it's on one light. I was like, oh, okay. In Liberia, we said you were still on inside. If you're Liberian, you understand what I just said. So good for them. Let them bring that price up. They're not gonna catch me over there anymore. You turn it on and you can smell the chlorine. I drink bottled. Yeah, and then also, right, we drink bottled water too, but bottled water is not good for you either because we don't know how long the water has been sitting in the bottle for. That's the other thing, right? We don't know how long the water has been sitting in the bottle. Now we have to worry about plastic, you know, microplastic and all of the things. Man, it's like I'm tired. It sounds like snoring, but I don't know what it is. I heard it on the other live. You will probably hear it if you listen to the replay. Snoring? Now that's funny. Yes, I know the water out here not good. Do anybody else hear snoring on the live? I have music playing. Is that what you're hearing? And nobody is snoring here. At least it tastes better. Can't win for losing. Yeah, man. It's like I don't know. At this point, like we all gonna die someday, okay? We just gotta choose which you know which one. We, at least we're gonna try, you know, to be as healthy as possible. It's like every time you try to be healthy, like you turn around, there's something wrong with that thing you think that's being healthy. Like with me, right? I love kombucha. I love kombucha, and there's this brand of kombucha that I buy all the time because it does not have sugar. And I hate the fact how sugar is in everything. It's like something that's supposed to be healthy. Why are you adding so much sugar in it? And so I like to buy the kombuchas that don't have a lot of sugar, that don't have any added sugar in it. And I just found out the brand that I drink all the time that I thought was a really good brand, they're being recalled for so many issues and causing this problem and that problem. I'm like, oh Lord, come on, man. You don't hear music? Oh wow. Okay. Then maybe I should turn my music off because I'm over here yelling over the music trying to talk to y'all. It's like the sound the camera makes when it's focusing. Okay, I hear the music too. Okay. Well, as long as y'all can hear me, that's all that matters. I hope it's not disturbing y'all ears. I hope it's not disturbing y'all ears. And thank you guys for joining me tonight. I know it's kind of late. I will be hopping off of here at 11 because I need to focus on what I'm doing so that it can go faster. So I'll be hopping off of here at 11. Thanks for joining me as we up hot our tomatoes. Y'all see, I'm putting like 2 of them in each cup because I have too many tomatoes. Like, I can't believe these are all tomatillos. Like, geez. These are all tomatillos. What am I going to do with all of these tomatillos? I only need like 2 of them. So I'm probably going to put the rest of them on Facebook Marketplace for people that want to buy them. Or last year, the tomatoes like the plants. I grew so many peppers and tomatoes. I took some to my kids' school and give it to like the teachers and stuff, like the staff that worked there. They were so happy because those, y'all seen the plants last year, they were big and healthy. They were like, oh my gosh, these are like plants that you pay so much money for at the store. And I was just out there handing it to them. I'm like, please take all of it, okay? Give it to whoever you know. All right, I got 3 more tomatillos to apply. Um, yep, I can hear you well and clear. When is the last day for the giveaway? I hope I didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. Go to my Instagram and join the giveaway. It ends on Sunday. Sunday by midnight. I'll announce the winner next Wednesday. We're gonna go live next Wednesday at 8 o'clock, and I'll announce the winner. I've seen that a lot of you guys want to join the giveaway, but you're not doing it right. So please go to Instagram and join the giveaway and follow other instructions. But you didn't miss the giveaway. You did not miss it at all. Okay, thank you. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Don't forget, if you guys want to shop the Vigo Garden Mother's Day sale, I do have a discount code for y'all. So you can add an additional discount to your purchase. They have a 40% sale going on right now. Take advantage because you know Vigo products, they're quality and they're not cheap. So when they have sales, take advantage of the sale and use my discount code for an additional discount. The Mother's Day discount code that I was gifted for you guys is MYN10. I'm sorry, MYNMD5. So it's like Ms. Yancy Network Mother's Day 5. So the acronyms MYNMD5. Okay? So use it. Take advantage of the Mother's Day sale. Get something for yourself or a mother that you care about. Your name same on Instagram. Yes, Ms. Yancy Network. It's Ms. Yancy Network. You'll see the picture. You'll see the post that has the Mother's Day giveaway on there. Same name. So I have the page that the discount is posted on is on Ms. Yancy Network, and then I also have Ms. Yancy Gardening that I just started recently. So you can go to any of those to join the giveaway. One more tomatillo, and we are good. You're welcome. You're welcome. You are welcome. I can't wait to see who's gonna win. I think I'm gonna choose 2 winners because it's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day, and y'all deserve it. I really appreciate your love and support. Shout out to all 9,000 of y'all. We are almost at 10K. We're getting there. And when we get to 10K, I will be doing another giveaway. I'll do something really special for y'all. Oh, and actually, I'll make a special announcement tomorrow on the live. For those of you guys that's coming to the garden workshop, you will have the opportunity for some fun stuff, okay? So trust me, you want to be there. You want to be at that workshop. The virtual workshop that I'm going to host in June, y'all going to have some fun stuff too. So don't worry for some of you guys that don't live in the area that want to be there. I will host that virtual workshop. So y'all don't worry. All right, y'all. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, So we have 15 cups of tomatillo. Let's see how many of them have 2 in them. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 15 plus 16. Is it 15 plus 16? That's a lot of tomatoes. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So, like, there's no need for me to have 23 tomatillos. I only need about 2 of them in my garden. Like, just 2. I don't need all of this. I do not need all of this. Thank you. Thank you. I knew I was smelling some tea. I was like, what is that smell? It must have been boiling for a long time. Alrighty. Let's label these bad boys. Get our label on them. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like the stream. And remember, I still have seeds on my store for some of you guys that want to grow some of the things that I'll be growing this year. Okay? I still got some seeds on my Etsy store. The link, all the links are in the description of this video. Alright. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. I'm absolutely going to be reusing these. Alrighty, let's see. Good night, Marie. Good night, Jay. Good night, Tiger Heart. Good night, all of you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'll catch you guys tomorrow because I will be going live tomorrow. If we're not done with this tonight, I will definitely be going live again because we still have other things. We did an up pot as well. I sprouted popcorn. Popcorn? Really? Wow. That's amazing. I hope it will detour the squirrel. You know what? That's what I need to do. You know what? I'm going to, because I didn't plan on growing corn this year because of the squirrels. They don't let it survive. So I think I'm going to grow corn just for them, so they can stay out of my garden. That's a great way to get them out of your garden. I think all good here. Look at all of these, y'all. I am going to put some banana water in them and put them under some grow lights. All right. I'll set these aside for now. Ooh. I just stuck in the soil and water. But you know what? Corn germinate quick too. Corn, like they're one of those plants that germinate pretty quickly. They grow really fast and really big. I don't start them from seed. They grow too big. They grow fast and they grow too big. I don't have space in my house to have them tall corn plants. I had them 1 year and it was ridiculous. It was so ridiculous, y'all. You said mm-hmm. My husband said mm-hmm. We had like, and then it was one of those times where it was one of those times where I was starting seeds like super early. Like I started the seeds in March, which is a absolutely no for things like corn, especially if you're planting it in May. That's like a long time growing. They were so freaking tall. Cheap dollar store popcorn. Hey, corn is corn. Okay, these are all beef steak. Alright, these are all beef steak tomatoes. Mm-mm-mm. I learned popcorn is actually specially made for popcorn. Huh? I don't think I understood what you're trying to say. You've learned popcorn is specially made for popcorn? Oh my gosh, look at how many tomatoes I have in one cell. Five. These are five tomatoes and they all sprouted. They all germinated. I am absolutely going to be putting two in each cup. Uh-uh. It's not like other corn we eat. Only good for pop. Oh, wow. Okay. You're saying that they're special made corn just for popcorn. Last year, my husband was driving by like these cornfields, and like, um, I think this was when a lot of like the farmers were fired and stuff, like the whole immigration ICE stuff. So there wasn't like a lot of people working the fields, and so there were all these cornfields that were just left alone. And I remember my husband was driving past them, and he used to bring corn home all the time. But the corn that he brought home, like they were so dry, they were so hard and dried that literally you can use them to plant as corn. And I had them sitting in like one of these. I had them sitting in like one of these aluminum foil pans out on my patio, and when I tell y'all, the squirrels had a time. They ate every last one. They did not leave one. They ate every last corn. The only thing they left was the cob. Yeah, it was really sad. It was really sad for sure. And my husband was like, "Oh my gosh, these corns are just sitting here, like nobody is picking them. You know, they're just there. I hate to see food go to waste." But yeah, the squirrels definitely had a time outside. They had they had a time, okay? They had a feast. Yes, they did, Jay. They had a feast. You fed the squirrels. I sure did. They didn't leave one. Like when I tell y'all, they didn't even leave one. They ate every last one. I'm like, damn. And they did it quick too. These squirrels, they love my house because they know I always have food growing. And I think they be laughing at me when I'm planting my stuff. Like they be out in the trees laughing because they know they're about to come up in there and destroy it and eat whatever they want. The reason why the reason why I don't grow corn anymore is because like the squirrels just will not leave them alone. I don't care how I try to protect them. I try to put some bird netting around them. It doesn't matter. The squirrels still find a way to get to those corn. I guess corn is their favorite. Like they will find a way, and I'm like, you know what? I'm never wasting any of the space in my garden to grow corn. I got too many better things that I can grow, and corn is essentially very cheap in the store. So whatever. They give your garden a break. They definitely did, but I have a lot of distractions for the squirrels in my garden. I also grow my food with a lot of herbs. They don't like that, so they definitely stay out of my garden. They don't like all the herbs that I grow my food with. The way the squirrels used to like bother my garden back in the day, they don't bother it like that anymore because they know like I grow my food with a lot of herbs and I grow with onions and garlic is poisonous to squirrels, so they're not gonna enter that bed if they smell garlic. Good night, Angel. Angel, peaceful garden. Good night. Corn is like chips to squirrels. You rehab a couple of squirrels? What in the world? Let me find out you like squirrels like that. Come and collect all of them. I have like a whole tree. You can take the tree with you and the squirrels and all of the things in them, okay? You have all my squirrels. Have a good night, Angel. Lavender, marigolds, onions, garlic, hyacinth, etc. Yeah, they don't like it. They don't like it at all. And that's what I grow my food with. So they don't bother it. They stay away. But before I knew all of this information, they used to bother my garden a lot. And I was just over it. There was this one year I planted corn and okra and I grew it in the ground. The squirrels came and licked up every last one of them and ate the roots. This was like they didn't even allow the plant to actually bear fruit. They pulled the seedlings out and ate the roots, so you couldn't even replant it. After that, I was like, never again. All this work I'm doing, y'all see what I'm doing? I gotta up high all of these things. I was like, never again. You would never catch me slipping doing that again. So I have too many important things that I can grow than growing corn for squirrels. And I'm like, how come they don't eat like the tomatoes and all that stuff? They don't eat my tomatoes. They don't eat any of the things that I have an abundance of. They always eat the stuff that I don't have a lot of. I have so many tomatoes. This should be on the tomato diet. I grow a ton of tomatoes. They don't eat the tomatoes. They don't eat the peppers. I'm like, at least they don't bother my peppers. But you know what bother my tomatoes? The birds. Like the birds will come and they would pick at the tomatoes and leave like huge holes in them. The birds is another gangster species in my backyard. They eat all of my grapes. Y'all know I grow a ton of grapes. They eat my grapes. They eat my blueberries. I have blueberries growing right now. I know they're gonna devour it. They also eat my raspberries, but a lot of those things I don't really care for because they grow a lot. It's like a ton of it. But like the blueberries, I don't ever see blueberries because by the time I can see the blueberry is gone. But I have something for them this year. I'm gonna take the blueberries out of the ground and actually grow it in a container, and I'm gonna cover it up because I have the blueberry in the ground in my garden. I think the leaves, they do love tomatoes. You think so? They don't bother my tomatoes. They stay away from my tomatoes. They don't bother my tomatoes at all. You doing God's work feeding all the animals. Literally. I'm literally feeding all the animals. But you know my garden is an entire ecosystem. They eat and they all work. They all do their job. Now the only thing that I have panic attacks with in my garden are snakes. Now those ones, I'm not trying to feed y'all, okay? Like disappear. But I know it's good for the garden, so it is what it is. Yeah. Snakes, if your garden is like mine, like my garden is like the Garden of Eden. It's an entire ecosystem. Like they all work together. There was this one year, I don't know if some of you guys remember, if y'all been following me for a little bit now. I think it was 2 years ago, we found like 6 snakes in my garden. Yeah, I'm terrified of snakes too. I am terrified of snakes. Me too. I have a video, it went viral like in 2024 when I saw a snake. I have like a chair in my garden and I was standing on top of my chair calling my husband to come and figure it out. Like, I don't do snakes. But when you have a garden, it's inevitable that you might see one, especially if you have a thriving garden. You might see one. Yeah. If you have like a backyard garden or whatever, it's inevitable for you to see at least one. But if you keep your grass low, snakes don't like to be seen. As much as we're afraid of it, they're afraid of us. They only attack because they're scared. But most of the time, garden snakes, they won't attack you. They're also afraid of you, but it's like it's a situation where we're both afraid of each other. So they don't like to be seen. So if you keep your grass low, if you have grass in your garden and you keep the grass low, you might not see them because they like to hide in dark spaces and they like to hide in the grass. So if you have like a high grass in your garden, you might mess around and step on one. And God forbid that ever happened to me, that would be the end of my gardening career. Like y'all would never catch me making another garden video if that ever happens to me. And like I'm dead serious. After I saw all those snakes in my garden in 2024, I didn't go to the garden for like 2 weeks. My husband literally was doing everything in the garden. If my husband wasn't here to help me take care of the garden, like water and all that stuff, it would have been the end of garden season for me that year. Like it would have been the end. I don't play about those things. Literally, that's what happened to me, Tiger. Okay, I only have a tiny apartment patio, so I shouldn't see that one. Hopefully, no. You should be fine. Do you have a ground? Is it on the ground or is it up? If it's up, you're fine. The only thing you have to deal with are animals that climb trees, like squirrels or birds. All of those things. If you have a patio, you don't have to worry about that. It's on the ground? Okay. It's possible. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to scare you, but it's possible, child. It's possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Did you say, baby? I think he was in the office. This whole time, I think he was in the office. Yeah, I'm getting off at 11. What time is it? Is it 11? Oh, let me let these people go. It's late. But I'm about to hop on the other place. Because I need to up all of these tonight. Like, that's my job. My job tonight is to up all of these because I have to up the watermelons, the squash, the butternut squash, and then I have to up the cantaloupes. So, and I need to do that this weekend. Literally next weekend is Mother's Day. Can you believe it? Yeah. So time is going by too fast. I have to do like all of this stuff this weekend. You said what? Because my son isn't having a party. We're taking him where we're taking him, right? Huh? That's it. Where the plan is still on, right? Seriously. Let me know. Or we can take him to the other place that he likes. And invite, his friends to meet us there. I'm gonna have keep it well lit and open since they don't like to be seen. Yeah, they don't like to be seen. I think you'll be fine because you have a patio which is like concrete, so they don't want to be seen. They don't like to be seen at all. They're afraid of us as much as we're afraid of them. It's just that they look really scary, but I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine. Direct contact with soil is vital for the bloodstream and immune system. Really? Connecting with Earth, I imagine, is just that. So I believe you. I like to touch the dirt in my garden. It's so hard to get like my nails done because I work with my hands so much, but I like my nails being done. Thanks for the info. I can't believe how many beefsteak tomatoes I have. Y'all know beefsteak tomatoes, those are like those huge tomatoes. They get really big, like huge tons. And I grow them on a trellis, so it makes it really easier. It makes it really, really easier. I can't believe how many beefsteak tomatoes I got. This is insane. I probably have close to 200 tomatoes. But I grow this much every single year. Like last year, I grew over 500 peppers and hundreds of tomatoes, amongst other things. And I think that's the reason why I was so overwhelmed from last year and this year. Like, I just try to take it so easy, and I overdid the taking it easy. Because gardening is supposed to be relaxing, you know? And I really want to enjoy the experience of my gardening. I don't want to make it seem like a chore. Like, there's a purpose for me gardening, and I want to stay in that purpose. I love teaching. I love teaching. This is something I truly enjoy. I love, talking and teaching people, how to do things, how to grow their own food. So this is really fun for me, being able to be on my YouTube channel and help others and encourage. I love motivating people to, you know, do this. So I love that aspect of it. So, like, if I'm just teaching it, I don't mind. And as long as I'm not overwhelming myself, which I did last year. So this year, I just want to enjoy my gardening, and it's like, it is what it is. My peppers weren't successful this year, but I know I'm going to have a successful gardening season because I just know it. Like, I just know I am. I'm really excited about it too. I'm going to be so happy when I know what I'm doing. You make it look so easy. It is easy. It's easy. It's a lot of work, but the knowledge is, and also, um, the best way to learn is to do. So you're gonna make a lot of mistakes in the process, and that is totally fine. Even if you kill some plants, don't be afraid to kill plants, y'all. Like, it's okay to actually, like, kill a plant. It's okay, because in that process of you killing that plant, you're learning. That's where you learn. So don't be scared for something to not go well in your garden, because you're gaining the knowledge of why it went bad, what you think you should do next time. Doing that research, so then the following year you know what to do and what not to do. And when you're gardening, like, I can't stress this enough, because this is the purpose of why I garden. I do it for my mental health. I do it to relax. Where this is where I thrive, you know? So when you're gardening, like, think about the purpose of why you're gardening. If, just a mere thought of you growing your own food, and that's the reason why, it gives you those endorphins, like knowing that, you grow your own food and things like that. Remember the purpose and why you're doing this, and enjoy the process. Don't stress out. Don't, you know, overwhelm yourself with trying to grow too many things at one time. Pick about, if you're a beginner gardener, you just started, like, if this was your first year, my best advice to you would be, pick about 2 to 3 things to grow, no more than that, and perfect those things. Learn everything about it, and then the following years add maybe 2 or 3 more, because whatever you've learned about those plants, the first plants that you grew that first year, you'll have that knowledge of, was it successful or not successful, and the reason for either or, you know. Um, awesome job. Thank you, Donzel. Thank you. Gardening, I think, is a learning curve. Absolutely. It is relaxing, give me some food security, and a distraction from things I cannot control. I agree. There's so many negative things going on in this world, and gardening would totally take your mind off of that, and you're able to be present in that moment that you're in. If it's sitting on your patio and just being around your plants and just, catering to it, it take your mind off. Like, the world is crazy, and I feel like there's never a day where something crazy isn't going on. Every time you turn on the news, there's something negative. Gardening is like your escape from that, and I want you to have that mindset while you're doing it. Like, let it be an escape from the world, and just learn as you go. Learn as you go. If it doesn't do, what is supposed to do what you want it to do that first year, that's okay. Don't overstress yourself. It is absolutely a learning curve. It's not hard at all. It's just about attaining the knowledge and applying yourself and making sure that you don't give up. And the biggest of them all is having patience, because it will teach you patience. Just how kids will teach you patience, that's how gardening will teach you patience. The more patience you have, the more you apply yourself, the more successful your gardening is going to be. Hmm. I can't believe all my soil is already gone. That is crazy. Thank you for liking the stream, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you for liking the stream. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being on here with me. I know I said I was getting up at 11, but I'm going to finish this tray. I'm almost done with this tray. I'm going to finish this tray with y'all, and then I will let y'all go. Watching seeds sprout is so rewarding. I think it's one of like the most rewarding things is really seeing those seeds go from seeds to like seedlings. It's like wow. It's like it's so amazing. And then also once you're like, you know, the plants start to grow and it starts to get bigger, and then you actually start to think about like, oh my god, I can't believe that was that super small seed. I can't believe like this is what it created. Like can you believe it? Like that small seed created something so majestic. Like, oh my gosh. It's like you can't believe, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe like this is what like the seeds created. And for me, when I first started gardening, I started to see God in nature in those things that we just discussed about just seeing things go from seed to it becoming what it becomes in the end, which is, you know, providing food for us. It's just the entire process is just so amazing. It's like what? And then you're like so proud of yourself because it's like I really grew this. Like I actually grew this. Like it is such a rewarding feeling knowing that you grew something that your family can eat, and you grew it so you know what's in it. You know all of, if you grew it organically or whatever the case, however it came out, you grew it. So you know what you're putting inside of your body. You're not getting it from somewhere random or it being imported into the country from some random country. You don't know, you know, how their style of taking care of their food is, you know. It makes me feel like a proud parent. And it's so funny you say that because that's how I refer to my plant babies. Like they're literally my babies. You're literally from seed is like, you know, is that inception. The seed is the inception, right? And then, you know, once it sprout, the baby has arrived. Now you got to take care of it. And, you know, you got to cushion it, keep it nice and warm, and do all of the things to help it, you know, stay healthy so that it can survive in that cruel world, right? You're going to give it all of the knowledge and all of the things that it needs to know, that so when you put it out into this big cruel world, it knows how to be strong and stand up tall and, you know, taking all of the instructions that you have given it. But yeah, I refer to my plants as babies because they're literally your babies. They really are. If you think about it, they really are. They really are your babies. Yes, I did it last year, but I didn't stick to it because I moved my plants for my babies. Even they were little seedlings. Yep, yep. And you know, once you start gardening and you're out there, even if you live in an apartment, you garden on your patio, you're gonna start seeing the things that make nature move the way it does. Like the outside elements, you start paying attention to things that you never paid attention to. Like, for example, right? For, you know how we talked about squashes and things in that family, how they attract the squash bugs and all of those things. Like, you never thought about a squash bug ever in your life. You've never thought about things that affect the peppers, right? I forgot those pepper bugs that destroy the peppers. You've never thought about those little things. You also never thought about what wasp other than being afraid that, ooh, why are scary, you never thought about their benefits in the garden. You've never thought about, oh, like, we're always scared of bees and yada, yada, yada. But you never thought about their purpose. You don't think about the purpose of every little living thing and until you start gardening. And it's like the things that we can see and the things that we cannot see, they all have a purpose, just how we have a purpose here. So, gardening will show you all of those things. And it's so beautiful. It's very grounding, absolutely. It's very, very grounding. And it's like you start sitting out there like, wow, like look at all the things that move around, things that we can see and things that we cannot, that's making basically like our living on this planet a livable one. And so when I feel like when you start gardening, you start caring more about the earth, because you start thinking about, it's not that you didn't care before, but we take the earth for granted. We think that it's just here and it's always going to be here and it's always going to be a livable space and it's always going to give us everything that we need without helping it keep it that way. So when you start gardening, you start paying attention to those things like, oh my God, like I need to make sure, like for me, I make sure that I don't use I don't use pesticides at all in my garden. But like, like for example, the diatomaceous earth, I have it, but then like it also kills, it will kill like the bad bugs, but it kills everything. So it can also kill the pollinators. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to risk me getting rid of the pollinators just because I want to get rid of a bug, when you could actually create an ecosystem in your garden so that the bugs that are eating your plants, you can have the beneficial bugs come and eat them. So like those squash bugs and stuff like that, like birds love them. So if you know that you have those type of plants in your garden that squash bugs love, plant flowers around it that birds love. That's creating an ecosystem. So you're creating things around your food that other beneficial insects or pests or whatever the case may be, are interested in, so it can protect your food. So it's like you're literally creating security for your food that is natural, that is not causing harm to anything else. So like, the earth always provided. It always provides. It didn't have pesticides to get rid of all of these bugs that eat the food, but it created an ecosystem so that the things that eat the food, there are predators that can come and eat them. So they're preying on your food, but there are predators coming to eat them. So it's like you create like an ecosystem for those predators, for those bugs to come and do their thing. So they get to relax, they eat, they're happy too. And you have literally serving, like putting food on like a silver platter for them. So, you think about those things when you're gardening, like, okay, I need to make sure when I'm growing my food, you're not just growing food, you're creating an ecosystem. Grow things for the beneficial insects and birds and pollinators and things like that to come to your garden, that's attracted to your garden. Attract those things so that they can take care of your food, because they're literally protecting your food because you have created a food system for them to come and help you take care of your garden. So those are when you're creating your garden and stuff like that. Those are some of the things you start thinking about. It's like, I need to create an ecosystem. You know how I said I don't like snakes? I don't like snakes at all, but they're part of the ecosystem. They're very beneficial to the garden. They're very, very beneficial to the garden. Just how we're afraid of them, there are certain animals that are also afraid of them that will stay out of the garden because they know they're there. And so, like with some of the slugs and things like that, right? That come and eat your brassicas and stuff like that, like those caterpillars that eat your brassicas. If you're growing certain flowers around your brassicas, like your collard greens and what's the thing, broccoli and things like that, growing certain flowers around those things that will attract the birds to come there. Birds love things like slugs, caterpillars, and all of those things. That's the food they love. So grow the type of flowers that those particular type of birds that wants to eat those things can come, to that garden, to that space that you're growing your food. So there you go. You literally have just created your own pesticide, which is the bird. Because you put a flower there that the birds love, you put a plant there that the birds love, and it's literally near your food. And so while they're there, birds can see very well. They're gonna see those tiny little slithering, nasty things, and they're gonna eat them. They're gonna eat them. You're spot on. We need bees, and absolutely, we need the bees. And let me tell you, like, it makes me so sad how bees are going extinct because people keep killing them. People keep using pesticides in the garden that gets rid of the beneficial, um, the beneficial pollinators. And believe it or not, ants are also great pollinators. So I see a lot of people that's always trying to find ways to get rid of ants in their garden bed. The ants are not doing anything to your garden. It's actually having ants in your garden is actually great. I know it seems like, oh my gosh, there's so many ants here, but they're great pollinators. They pollinate your food. They pollinate your food. So like if you see like a ton of ants in your bed, like don't try to get rid of it. But then, to some people, I sound like the crazy garden lady that's trying to save every insect in the garden. But when you start gardening, you start learning what's actually growing your food, and you start learning the purpose of everything else that's in your garden. You start learning its purpose. Like we all have a purpose. We literally all have a purpose, and we all live on this earth. So think about all those different microorganisms that's out there, things that we can see, ones that we can't, and what their purpose are. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a purpose. But yes, y'all, that's my little crazy garden lady talk. But whenever you're speaking the truth, people always think you're crazy. They call you a conspiracy theorist. And one thing, us humans, we just think that the earth is like we have unlimited earth. We don't realize that just as much as the earth takes care of us, we have to take care of it too. So you having a garden, whether if it's on your patio or your backyard or your deck or whatever, right, balcony, you're contributing to the earth. Okay, you're contributing to the us living well here. You're adding to it, so you're doing your part. So for those of you guys that are growing food or want to grow food, just know that you're doing something for our earth, for our planet. Like we all live here, we should all take care of it. Good to know about ants. I don't see any yet, but everything has a purpose. Absolutely, everything has a purpose. Just because we think it's insignificant to our lives in that moment because we don't understand the value and we don't understand the purpose, doesn't mean that we should get rid of it. You shouldn't get rid of things you don't understand just because you don't understand it. Try to figure out what the purpose is and how it benefits, your surrounding. All right, we have five more um, beefsteak tomatoes. Ooh, child, there's a lot of beefsteak, y'all. Why do I have this many beefsteaks? But I love the beefsteak tomato because they're so big, and um, we cook with a lot of tomatoes and peppers in my culture. So I love growing a ton of tomatoes and peppers. And oh yeah, another advice for those of you that may be beginners, and when you're starting to grow food, grow what you eat, grow what your family eat, grow what you need. Don't grow things because you think it's easy to grow. It's such a waste of time and energy to grow food that you think is easy. Like I see a lot of people, they're always asking like easy plants to grow, and I will do a video for plants that grow super easy and quick, where you can have a harvest within 30 to 60 days. But you want to grow things that you eat because what's the point of wasting your energy into learning something that You don't eat, like, imagine growing a ton of squashes. Like, I see people grow a ton of, like, zucchinis and squashes and stuff. How many squashes do you really eat? You know, how often do you go to the store to buy a squash? You know, those things are easy to grow, and if you eat them, that's perfect. But make sure you're growing food that you actually eat, because you want to perfect your skill in things, in growing things that your family actually eat, things that you no longer want to go to the grocery store for. Perfect those skills instead of looking for things that's easy to grow. That's the one advice that I would give. Tomato sandwiches in summer are the best. Um, I don't can them. I dehydrate some, and then I also roast it. I roast it with onion, garlic, and ginger with some Italian seasonings and some like avocado or olive oil. Put that in the oven and I roast it so some of the water can go away. I blend it and then I put it in the deep freezer because we cook a lot of stews with them. We cook like a lot of stews that you can eat with rice, different type of stews that you can eat with rice. So I do that and put it in a deep freezer. I don't even know if we have. I think we have about two more jars left from last year, and I still have a ton of peppers. Can y'all believe all those peppers I grew last year? I haven't even used a third of them yet. I still have a ton of them in my deep freezer, and we're about to start gardening again. And so I'm gonna need a bigger deep freezer because I deep freeze a lot of them. Um, oh, yummy! And oh, so you can freeze it after cooking? Yes, yes, you can. You can freeze it. I roast them and then I blend them in like I blend it into like a smoothie, like, and then I put it in the freezer because of the type of stews that we make. That's how I would prepare them. Or you could dehydrate them. You could do a lot of stuff with them. And honestly, dehydrated tomatoes taste really good. What is that tomato? Sun-dried tomatoes. Oh my gosh, it's so good in salads. That's another great way to like preserve your tomatoes. And you can, hey Jilly. Jilly, you from Philly? Don't mind me. Don't mind me, oh, don't mind me. I'm not serious. Oh my gosh, y'all, we have finally, we're done. With this one, we have another one of this to do, but I'm not gonna do that with y'all. I'm just gonna label these and let y'all go. But I'm about to tell y'all how many was in this tray, how many tomatoes that I have gotten so far from this tray right here. What about Boxcar Willie tomatoes? Do you have any of those? I don't. I don't know what tomatoes are those. That's my first time hearing that. Alrighty. These are all beef steaks. Let's see how many cuts are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I have 18 cups of beef steak, and in multiple of them, there are 2 to 3 in each of those. So y'all do the math. That's a lot of beef steak. I'm probably gonna be selling some of these, honestly. I don't need. I probably need about 10 of the beef steaks. All right, I need about 15 labels. Thank you for all the information and advice. You're absolutely welcome. You are absolutely welcome. Thank you guys for liking the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for liking the stream. Don't forget, if you'd like to join our giveaway, I partner up with Vigo Garden to do a Mother's Day giveaway where a lucky winner is going to win a raised bed, amongst other things. Check out the giveaway on my Instagram. The last day to enter the giveaway is on Sunday. So if you would like to win one of Vigo Garden products, this is your perfect opportunity. So go to my Instagram at msyancynetwork, same name as my channel. Enter the giveaway, read the instructions, answer the giveaway. And also Vigo Garden has a Mother's Day sale going on for 40% off. And in addition to that, they gave me a discount code for you guys if you're interested, and it's MYNMD5. So it's like Miss Yancy Network Mother's Day 5. So with the 40% sale they got going on, you can also add an additional discount using that code. I'm not sure when their Mother's Day sale is over, but take advantage of it and take advantage of the discount code as well, okay? But definitely enter the giveaway if you guys would like to win one of their products for a day free, okay? So I'm gonna write beef. I'm not even gonna write the whole beef. I'm gonna just write beef. Alrighty. Good night. Thanks for being on here with us. We are actually done. Oh no, I rubbed it off. Lord have mercy. We will be going. Good night, y'all. We will be going live tomorrow as well. So come back and join us, okay? Come back and join us tomorrow. And we will be live around this time as well. I mean, maybe not around this time, but we'll be starting live like around 8. Around 8 o'clock, we'll be going live. If I go live earlier, I will. If I go live earlier, I will put make sure y'all have your notifications on so y'all can get a notification, because I will post it on the community post on my page. And I will post it everywhere, like on all my social platforms. So if you're in a garden group on Facebook, I post it in there as well. Thanks, Tiger. Did you join the giveaway? Are you gonna join the giveaway? Looking for it. It's on there. You'll see. It'll say Mother's Day giveaway Vigo Garden on the picture on Instagram. Y'all just make sure you follow the instructions. All right, let's come and water these. All right. We're gonna put some banana water in these. I found a video. I'm going to watch it. Hopefully, catch it tomorrow night. Okay, Tiger. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Catch you later. Alright, y'all. So now that we're done, we're spraying this, watering this with some. Let me load this. Watering this with some banana water, and then it's gonna go under some grow lights. Okay. And y'all see what it looked like now. What's today? Thursday. So we'll see what it looked like by next Thursday. We'll see how big it had gotten by next Thursday. I also water the plants like every 2 days. Or, you know, if they're like super um, dry. Okay. pour water in here, right? Alrighty. Alrighty, y'all. This is how you up pot tomatoes to have a strong, healthy growing season. We're gonna put this under the grow light for about 14 hours a day, 12 to 14 hours a day. I have a south facing window, so it's probably gonna be under the grow light less than that because during the day I turned it off. So it's probably gonna be under there for not, that long. So if you have a south facing window, you're good. But there are still tiny seedlings, so you want to get the grow light about 4 to 6 inches above it, 2 to 6 inches above the ceiling leaves, but don't let the lights touch it because it can burn the leaves because they're still babies, okay? And if the temps in your area is starting to look nice, you can actually take it outside for a couple of hours a day, start hardening them, which I'm going to do. During the day, I'm going to take them outside for a couple of hours and bring them back inside during the night. And because Mother's Day is actually next Sunday, which is when that, transplanting time and all that stuff is happening. So I'm probably not going to transplant my stuff until after my gardening workshop, which is May 17th. So I think during that week is when I'll start transplanting any of my things outdoors. So it has a few, time. It has like a week to harden, and then after it hardens, for about 7 days, I'm going to let it stay outside if the temps are consistently 50 degrees and higher. Okay? So there you have it. I hope you learned something today. Thanks for being on here with us. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. If you're part of the replay gang, please let us know in the chat or in the comments where you're watching from and what zone you're in. And let me know which tomatoes, if you're growing tomatoes, or what plants you're growing, okay? Now, last but not least, remember, we have that giveaway that I've partnered with Vigo Gardening to do a Mother's Day giveaway for my followers and my subscribers, because you guys have been so supportive of me and this journey of mine on this channel. And I wanted to tell you guys thank you, and I want to celebrate every mother because we deserve it, okay? We're always the last one to be thought about in every situation. So therefore, I was very happy that Vigo Gardening wanted to partner with me to do this giveaway for you guys and for someone that's special in your life that's a mother. Okay, so join the giveaway. The last day to join is on Sunday. Go to my Instagram and follow the instructions, and you'll be included. The winner will be announced next Wednesday on live. We'll actually pick the winners together in the random little wheel thingamajiggy, okay? And then if you live in the DMV area near the BWI airport, or you have any proximity to BWI airport, I will be doing a hands-on garden workshop. This is my second annual garden workshop in person, hands-on. I'm providing all of the things that you need to grow your own food, so you don't have to worry about anything. Just come and be prepared to get your hands dirty, learn a lot, and take some very healthy plants home with you to care for, so that you too can have an abundant harvest this season, okay? The link is in the description of this video. It's also linked and pinned in the chat if you would like to come. Please don't forget that I do have early bird tickets. They're going super fast, so hurry up and get them, because this workshop is literally in 17 days, because tomorrow is the 1st, okay? So hurry up and get those early bird tickets. They're going to be cut off this weekend, the end of this weekend. So hurry up and get your tickets, okay? And I hope I get to see you. Share it. If you don't live in the area, don't worry. I have a virtual workshop coming up for you guys, amongst other things. But if you don't live in the area and you know people that live in the area, share the link for me. Share it to your story. Share it to your Facebook, wherever. Help me get this word out, because I love doing what I do, and I love getting this out there to you guys. So if I get to see some of you guys, I'll be so happy. I already know I will see some of you guys, because I've seen the people that have purchased tickets, and they're all from my YouTube. They're all like subscribers, so I'm so excited to see some of you guys. Okay. But alrighty, y'all. Thank you for being on here with me tonight. If you have any questions, drop it down in the comments, and I'll catch you later. Remember, you're exactly where you're meant to be in this moment. Happy gardening. I will be going live tomorrow, so you will catch me on some late night live just like this. Okay. So I catch y'all tomorrow. Okay. Love y'all. Good night, y'all. Good night, good night, good night. Good night. Have a lovely rest of your night. Okay?